Never heard of Irena Sendler? Well then, it's time you should. Imagine a city shrouded in fear, where shadows hide secrets and whispers carry the weight of despair. This was Warsaw during World War II, a city under Nazi occupation. In the midst of this darkness, a beacon of hope flickered, a woman whose courage would save thousands of lives. This is the story of Irena Sendler, the woman who saved 2,500 children. As the sun set over Warsaw in the early 1940s, the city was transformed into a prison for its Jewish inhabitants. The Warsaw Ghetto, a small area of the city, was packed with hundreds of thousands of Jews living in inhumane conditions. Disease, starvation, and constant fear of deportation to death camps loomed over them. In this horrid environment, a young social worker named Irena Sendler emerged as an unlikely hero. By day, Irena was a humble employee of the Warsaw Social Welfare Department. But by night, she was a fearless operative of the Polish underground resistance, known by her code name, Jolanta. Irena's mission was clear: to rescue as many Jewish children as possible from the clutches of the Nazis. But how could she do it under the watchful eyes of the German soldiers? She devised a plan that would become legendary. With the help of her underground network, Irena began smuggling children out of the ghetto. She used every trick in the book, hiding infants in toolboxes, concealing toddlers in sacks of potatoes, and even disguising older children as non-Jewish Poles. Each rescue was a perilous journey, a dance with death, and Irena was the choreographer. One cold, moonless night, Irena stood at the entrance of the ghetto with a large burlap sack slung over her shoulder. Inside, a tiny baby slept soundly, unaware of the danger that surrounded them. Irena's heart pounded as she approached a German checkpoint. She had bribed the guards with vodka, but she knew that any moment could be her last. "Open the sack," one of the guards barked. Irena's breath caught in her throat. She slowly opened the sack, revealing nothing but rags. The guard, reeking of alcohol, grunted and waved her through. As Irena passed, the baby stirred but did not cry. A miracle, she thought, and continued her mission. Each child Irena rescued was given a new identity and placed with trusted Polish families, orphanages, or convents. But Irena didn't want these children to forget their roots. She carefully recorded their real names, their new identities, and their hiding places on scraps of paper. These precious records were then buried in jars beneath an apple tree in a friend's garden, a time capsule of hope for a future she might not live to see. As Irena's network grew, so did the danger. The Nazis were relentless, and in October 1943, Irena was arrested by the Gestapo. She was taken to the infamous Powiat prison, where she endured weeks of brutal interrogation and torture. But Irena refused to betray her comrades or the children she had saved. Despite her capture, the underground resistance managed to bribe a guard, and Irena miraculously escaped on the day she was scheduled for execution. Her captors reported her death, but Irena lived on, adopting a new identity and continuing her work in secret. When the war finally ended, Irena unearthed the jars beneath the apple tree. The scraps of paper inside were yellowed and fragile, but they held the keys to reuniting 2,500 children with their surviving family members. Some reunions were joyful, while others were tinged with sorrow, as many parents had perished in the Holocaust. Irena Sendler's heroism did not end with the war. She continued to work tirelessly for the welfare of children and the memory of those lost. Her story, once buried in the annals of history, resurfaced in the late 20th century, reminding the world of her incredible bravery and compassion. In 1983, she was present when a tree was planted in her honor at the Garden of the Righteous among the Nations. And in 1991, Sendler was made an honorary citizen of Israel. Irena Sendler's life was an adventure of courage and heart, a testament to the power of one person's determination to make a difference. In the darkest of times, she became a beacon of hope, illuminating the path to freedom for thousands of children. Her legacy lives on, a timeless reminder that even in the face of unimaginable evil, the human spirit and the commitment to what is right and good can overcome. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more stories from history. Hit the notification bell so you never miss an update. See you next time.